Hey, what's up everybody? I'm Amerie and you're watching RealTalkNY.net.
What's the reason that I'm here again? It's crazy. I keep waiting, but I'm foolish cause you'll never change.
What's up? It's your girl Joy Daly, and we are in New York City at Def Jam with the beautiful and talented Amerie. How you doing today?
Talking.
I love your outfit, the shoes,
Thank you,
the
likewise.
jacket. I'm feeling it.
You can't see her shoes. The black and white shoes with a pop of hot pink. But you can imagine, it looks great.
So how are you? How have you
Good. I'm
been?
good, thank you. I've been good.
I know that you've had a lot of changes and a lot of new things coming into your world since your last album. So tell us what you've been doing, since the last album.
Well, the last album was Touch. That was the last stateside album. And it was Touch. It's the record with the album with One Thing on it. And after that, I released it Because I Love It. But I only did that overseas because I was right about to be in the midst of the negotiations for the label change. So instead of going for a U.S. release, kind of just moved on past that. And in 2008, last year I believe, we kind of got all that through and it was all good. And now I'm here at Island Def Jam, really, really excited. LA and I have been talking about it for a long time. And he's amazing. And we've been talking about it for a long time, so now it's actually here. I'm really excited. The team is excellent. I'm really, really happy with the album. It's called In Love and War, and it's out August 11th, and it's good times.
Yeah, you just dropped a video. How was
Yes.
it shooting that? Like, did you
It was
help
great.
to come up with the concept? And
Yes, I'm very involved in everything that I'm I guess involved in. I don't really kind of just let anything just float by. So with it kind of started with overall just approaching even just the subject matter of the album, and so I really wanted the packaging to reflect that, the album packaging. And then I decided to go with Tim Brett Day, who's like an amazing photographer, and we did a lot of like graphic design type vibe. So then also connecting that into the video, so then it's just like all a moment, just like what I'm feeling right now, so I didn't really want to go away from it. And I worked with Ray K on the video for Why Are You, and it's just, we shot it very simply, very clean, and just did some interesting things with lighting. Kind of just wanted to go kind of edgier with the lighting, not necessarily all beauty lighting, but just interesting things. It was amazing. It was an amazing day, and I'm really, really happy with it.
Okay.
My favorite part is, well, one of my favorite parts is probably like the moving butterfly wings. When you see it, you can see that it's a graphic, but that's probably like my favorite part.
so who are some of the people that you helped you put this album together that you worked with?
Definitely Len Nicholson. He's he's my manager, but he's also my business partner. We have a label together, Phoenix Rising Entertainment, which is also, that's what I'm signed through Def Jam. And we have Kane, he's one of our artists, and he was in the studio with me all the time because I always believe in just being completely creative and just kind of just going with my gut and my emotions and everything like that. But it's good to have someone too who knows me and to kind of like help to feed that creative energy. That's pretty much been my biggest collaborator musically. I also worked with the Buchanans, Jim Johnson, Warren Campbell. Crazy, like Warren actually played live instruments.
Oh,
I
wow.
love live instruments. Eric Hudson, he's an amazing producer. It was a lot of fun, but I love that it was very consistent as far as like the sound. I really knew what I wanted things to sound like, and to stay true to that. It's very hip hop, rock, and soul.
Wow, that's a lot of different elements. I'm looking forward to hearing that.
Thank you.
Now, dealing with the business side of things, like starting your own label, like what was the inspiration behind that, and how is it balancing, the creative side of what you do with also handling the business side?
Well, the inspiration was really just wanting to nurture creativity, whether it be in myself, whether it be, other artists. Len knew about Kane for a long time and really believed in him. He used to be signed to Bad Boy, and that kind of like didn't go as Kane planned, but it actually worked out for the greater good because he became a very, very strong, that much of a stronger artist, and he has his own sound. So that's someone that Len definitely wanted to sign, and I really, when I heard him, I was like, wow, this guy really is incredible. Like, he's my favorite rapper. So just even finding someone like that who can just make you believe so much in who they are and their talent that you just really want to help nurture that. That was, you know, the main thing. As far as like changing hats, you know, creative and business, you just wear one hat at a time. You know what I mean? The business stuff can come, but when I'm in creative mode, I like to stay in creative mode, and then I'll take the hat off, and then we can see where we're at, you know, business wise and everything like that. But I really like to I love to just create for the artistic sake, you know.
Now, how do you feel about, you know, a lot of artists, singers are putting a lot of like heavy effects and all kind of with the auto-tune and doing all this stuff in the studio to make their voice sound better or different. How do you feel about that?
Well, you know, auto-tune has, I think, ever since probably, I mean, auto-tune itself, but, you know, not that necessarily that program, but another program has been used as far as like technology has really been advanced in the studio to make a person sound better. You know, that's usually kind of like, I guess people would do that. And I don't really like to use that. And people just sing through it, but I don't really like that because I think it kind of just, it's not as warm, number one. It's kind of like a cold sound. It's a little like electronic. But then with the auto-tune, with the effects, when you actually can hear the gurbles, like that kind of thing, I think is a fun effect. And I think it's cool, but it doesn't mean that everybody has to do it. Like, it's great when this person does it, that person does it, but that's just with anything with music. Sometimes there's a trend and everyone suddenly feels like, okay, this is the thing now, let's all hop on this bus. And you really don't, that's like kind of, to me, annoying. You know, when everyone feels like they have to follow something. I've never been a follower. I've never really liked the idea of being a follower, so I just definitely am not turned on to that thing. Okay. I think everyone has to find their own thing.
So what is your message with this new album? What do you want your fans to know, or what are you sharing with everyone?
Well, the thing that I'm sharing is pretty much just, you know, my past experiences. A couple past experiences of some of my closest girlfriends, things that we like worked through together that they were going through, and I was like giving my 2 cents that I was asked to provide, not just like my random 2 cents, but, you know, girls, we talk, we share, you know, it's like something's going on. We're a lot more talkative than guys, so we help each other through our problems. So it's very, very real. Very real. The situations are real in the album and the project, and it's really about the tumultuous times in a relationship. That's why it's called In Love and War, because there's so many ways that love and war are very similar.
You can't be the only one.